I've decided to do these recordings in our garage, which I am fortunate to be able to use as my studio these days with this new strange practice, which began when I just began collecting items from the street, washers, lovely metal squares, much valued by me because they're shiny, um, and doing various things with them until I've started finding glass at beaches and various places, buying things also. I don't know why this is happening, but I've been enjoying it a lot. It's different to make work without language or without the language of words. I'm going to read two witch walks. Witch Walk 0, and this is from a manuscript called Love's Mind, which is also the name of the project in my mind. Witch Walk 0, Reassemblance. Take a walk, Yoko Ono, and look out as the broken world breaks again, drawn to bits. I am deranged iota, jot, flakes of fixed whatnot, mechanisms meant to broach when and where to find or feel a finite set with infinite limitations, as when feast fetish or metonymic gesture connects a personal system with reference to civic locality, as streets vocal versions of themselves, when what is heard is seen, gleaned, recollected, and erected. Luck, self-defined, becomes us, bent into position, feeling to find. Beads, balls, brass, steel, nailed, screwed, scaled up, run out, resurrected, inwardly directed to arrange and play as we, wrapped, are carried off, untroubled by resemblance, guiding principle, or epistemic framework, though having those while making these directed acts of storage, strutted, glutted, taken up as we, reaching back to own devices, feel free, imaginary, and tactile as the shudder of daily acquisition, domestic, time-bound, vexed by practitioners whose practice, like ours, a consummation, is thrown up and out as the poison presence of each entrance of non-life into life twists, loops, moves, circles, spits and splits, giving into walking while compromised by things. Aging in place, as matter hardened to its constituents, is what we find when we amass and detach the past of an object from its fate, creating an elegy for each fact, used or not, whose provenance always one of loss, rejection, and subsequent stooping to find oneself with items grounded by chance, labor, or the erasure of same, becomes stuff subject to words like reality, adding up to what we want, an agent of past time, creation, and abstraction, whose apparatus reflects the precision of wrapped glass, collapsed, threading through the fastness of everything as everything found or findable resolves into action. Witch Walk 16. But what is steel, if not the most recyclable of materials? Iron ore into pig iron, worked in the forge or lab, or on the table, complete with paper made into a fan, or a face spread out like a map or a sledgehammer. Pictured here with the other tools we find and use, more to break than to build, though that too. Fine, flat, or round-nosed pliers, wire cutters, scissors, awls, threaders, mothers of glass, classic shells, pearl, whirls born of excretion and belief in keeping to sledge, meaning to strike with slag, slay and slog connected, not as meaning but as associative assembly of detritus like Damascus steel or silk, whose tessellate of overlapping ornament of simple stars, golden angles, and Fibonacci series of spiralized receptacles contain lost chords, water, ether, and the cosmos, allowing us to declare with Michelangelo from Martino that we are minerals, fixed in a microbial matrix of fear, aversion, shells, hells, bits of the future or lack of one, in which we read and see our steely fate. Assemblages are ad hoc groupings of diverse elements of vibrant materials of all sorts. Assemblages are living, throbbing confederations and are able to function despite the persistent presence of energies that confound them from within. Jane Bennett quotes Deleuze and Guattari in Vibrant Matter as self-ordering forces emerge from within without warning or intuition to reveal the finite aspect of each thing being slightly off, its electricity a cluster of charged parts producing a smooth synthesis of sound, as an orality blown, beaten, or plucked predicts the metal present like a curse, which flows into the debris of metallic sonority, as when cymbals clash and hiss audibly from where the metallurgist steps back into the intelligible essence of the Venusian kiss fondly offered here.